Yeah, buddies, it's the Bennington Show, back from a fabulous July 4th weekend, and nothing but attempts to catch up with the amount of news that went down. Earthquakes in California, Donald Trump's hilarious July 4th party, the basketball trades that took place, and of course, the champions of all champions, the women's basketball team, did it up big, and they back their smack up. You're not going to get, once you win, you're the winners. They've been acting like winners. All right, 844, Rock Dog. What are we? Rock God. 84. I could never get anybody to put this on because I don't use the phones as much as I used to. But if you'd like to jump in and tell us anything we missed, 844. Rock God, 844 Rock God. Give us a call. California's on edge. We're all feeling like champions thanks to the women's basketball team. It goes on, but let's start out there. I thought that this team, and I've always watched since the early 90s when they put together the first time, because the whole world now has paid attention. Like, women are now getting involved in sports like no other time in history. And this team, I never saw a women's team act this way before. Only Earl's going to get this, but they acted like the Oakland A's of the 1970s when Reggie Jackson was there, you know? They came in cocky.
Yeah.
They weren't lovable. In the normal sense of, oh, these sweet girls, they're chasing their dreams. They came in, shoving people around, taunting them, whipping ass, and they backed it up completely.
Yeah.
Are we having problems, Chris?
I'm checking with the room right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So the madness of what went down there, of them coming in like that and really being unapologetic when people complained that they celebrated too much. They did the little golf clap.
Yeah,
they did the "we're drinking tea, England," after whipping your ass.
Yeah, they really did not dial it back. They did not say, well, let's behave like a more ladylike team.
I give all that because you have team leaders and the rapper. She's fucking cocky, man.
She really is.
Yeah.
She's really, really fucking cocky because she knows she's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think, their confidence coming into it, particularly when they're in the middle of a battle for equal pay, that they just knew like they had
the equal pay thing's a fucking joke. They have every right to be pissed because I watch the men's team and they blow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dave, go ahead.
Hey, Ron, you got anybody there with you besides Gail?
Turn this up a little bit, Chris. We're having trouble in this room. So, yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right. I guess you got Chris there with you. Why didn't he tell you you said basketball instead of soccer?
Well, that he knew that there was nothing but giant basketball news everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Chris, come on.
No, he meant to say basketball.
You're wrong. I meant basketball because of the amount of teams jumping in different ways. It's fucking fascinating how much that sport has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, everyone's willing to make you look like a dope.
Yeah, coward.
But who does the Today Show go to when they have big news? Chris Stanley.
This guy, all right?
We didn't even bring that up. Chris had a massive shot on the Today Show. Did you get to see it live, Chris?
I did not get to see it live. No, I saw it later on.
No, there was a terrible thing that took place here. A trash truck went crazy, reaming down the street off the over ramp that's there, and fell right in front of the Lincoln Tunnel, which brings in 1 million cars a day.
And pretty much happened at the exact moment that most traffic was the worst
Was it the
possible
Friday
time.
before July 4th?
It was the Wednesday before.
It was the Wednesday because it was
at like
July 4th.
5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people are coming out of town.
Thursday
A little
was
earlier
July
than
4th.
that. Yeah. A little earlier than that, and it was like pretty much when everyone was hitting the road and leaving town for July 4th.
Now, you were at Penn Station when this
I
happened,
was at
Chris?
Penn Station. So
No, let's stop this here. Why would Penn Station traffic have anything to do Well, the tunnel back up.
Because all the buses that were supposed to go to New Jersey leave from the Port Authority here in New York City and go through that tunnel.
Right.
So they canceled every single bus, and every person who had a bus ticket to Jersey, they said they could go to Penn Station and take New Jersey Transit trains into New Jersey.
And they would handle that on their bus ticket?
And they were like people.
That's bullshit, because that bus, I think, is a private fucking company.
Yeah.
A lot of those buses are just people who buy a monthly pass.
Yeah. And so,
something bad's going on there. I think Jeffrey Epstein has something to do with it. That's another big story, the fucking Jeffrey Epstein story.
Holy shit.
All right, so you were going where?
I was going to Suffern, New York, the end of the New Jersey Transit train line or whatever.
Now, Suffern is upstate?
It's like upstate, yeah. It's like North Jersey.
But it is? I guess it is kind of west, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. All the upstate traffic normally leaves from the other train station.
From Grand Central. Yes.
But this one line doesn't.
Just the one line, it ends like in more like Western New York on the other side of the Hudson.
All right, we're going to play this here. I guess we can tweet it out as well. A lot of people were sending this around. This is Chris Stanley, and you wanted to be on TV. That was the point, right?
That was the exact point, right?
All right, let's take a watch here.
Get out of Manhattan. Chaos? Yeah, that's more like it, as travelers scramble to find alternate ways home. That meant ferry lines brimming, traffic at the Holland backed up for hours, and here at Penn Station where NJ Transit cross-honored tickets in absolute frenzy.
They gave us no information. It's totally ridiculous. I'm trying to get down to Red Bank to see my sick mom, and I can't do anything.
On top of all this, let's not forget the heat. Sweaty and confused travelers spent hours huddled together trying to figure out their next move.
Everyone down here is pissed, and it's hot as hell.
And then...
Now, by the way, Chris is using his hands like an old lady. Now, here's what I don't understand. I was trying, you were literally in a place that you weren't getting your text messages.
No, they were coming in infrequently, and there was the place I was going I didn't realize had zero service whatsoever.
Why the need to lie? Say you're going to Red Bank instead of Suffern, and then bring up your sick mom.
Why say these things?
All right, so I saw the NBC person interviewing people, and I felt like they weren't giving him what he needed to get. So I came up and I was like standing close to him, kind of looking at him until he waited for him to actually ask me, "Would you like to talk to us?" So I was like, "I would love to." And then I made up the lie of Red Bank because that was just the first town in New Jersey that came to my head. And then I thought, how can I almost guarantee me getting on the news lie about a sick relative?
Now, was there a reason that you wore the sheep herder's hat?
Yeah, honestly, when I watched it,
Earl, come on in.
I felt that there was so much to unpack that had happened in that moment.
Yeah.
It actually made me question everything about Chris Stanley. I was like, why? First of all, why is he in Penn Station? Why was he? Did he have that hat on the ready?
Everything about him is a habitual liar, right? So if you know that, you can accept anything. But I've known Chris for fucking 12 years. Never seen him wear a hat like this before.
Never.
Is this a vacation hat?
It's a vacation weekend hat. It's the same hat I wore in the Creeps with Kids music video.
Yeah, because that's what confused me. I was like, he's almost on brand for Creeps with Kids, but he's not wearing his signature jacket. He's wearing the dad shirt that he's wearing today.
Yeah, it's the same dad shirt.
Yeah, same dad shirt.
As you'll see him wearing in most photographs now of Chris Stanley.
Yeah. But I just knew that my mother is not alive and she's not sick and she doesn't live in Red Bank. I don't think she's ever been to Red Bank.
When people were writing, they're writing to me and they're like, "Was that Chris visiting a 6 month in Red Bank?" I go, "No, I'm just writing back."
No.
And then someone took a screenshot. And I'm like, fuck, that definitely is Chris. He's lying on TV. You know what I mean? And then when I finally got to see the video, but your only purpose was to get on TV. That's all you cared?
That's it. And also, I thought I was doing them a favor because I was giving them exactly what they wanted. I yelled about being hot because it was hot down there. I was very animated. I was pissed.
But do you know that you could stand out front and get on TV every day here with your weird opinions?
And then, but also, what I'm really angry about, so that's NBC. Yeah. CBS was also down there. Yeah. And I got an interview with them, but they didn't use it. And that one, I said I was going to Newark to visit my brother Earl.
Damn it.
I was just so pissed because I just wanted to be on both fucking networks.
With two different stories.
Yeah, but also the lady for CBS was only going to, I'm going to say, people of color. They weren't really.
That's why Brother Earl would have worked out. You just said my brother Black Earl. Excuse me? Yes, I have a black brother.
You should have showed a picture of him as you said it.
I'm going to see this man.
My brother. Yes, he is my brother. Blood related. Try to figure it out.
So you went back and looked at CBS to see that you didn't make it.
Yeah, they ran a story and I wasn't in it. They used some nerd looking guy. I don't know.
Now, here's the other part of the story that we need to figure out.
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing in suffering for a vacation?
Well, all right. So last second, a friend of my girlfriend's got an Airbnb up in like Western New York in the Adirondacks, and they had their car at Suffern. They had dropped it there so they would avoid all the traffic.
So you went out and got the car?
Yeah, it was like parked at the Suffern train station. So we went to Suffern, got in the car, and then went to fucking the Adirondacks.
Wow. I was in the Adirondacks, which is just
crazy.
Weird. But it's like they're big. I mean, I don't think we're that close.
How nice was the weather up there?
Beautiful.
It was great.
It was so perfect. In fact, I go up to the Adirondacks every summer. I do like a long weekend there.
Yeah.
And this is in, I think, 9 years I've been going up there. The first time that I didn't put on like a hoodie or a jacket at night. It was like that warm at night.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. And then hot enough that you want to jump in the lake, which is what you want. You know what I mean?
But do you guys realize that you could just go another 45 minutes and be in the Berkshires and get out of what I would call white trash land?
Yeah.
Very Trumpy.
It gets Trumpy up there. It really does.
And the Berkshires is basically, foo-foo. Now, here's the other thing. The Adirondacks have invented the only chair that is unsittable.
Yeah.
In the history of chairs.
Visually a interesting chair, but not that comfortable.
Blows dicks.
Something you should put maybe a planter on. And what annoys me now, some people make plastic Adirondack chairs.
Oh, the place that was at had multiple plastic Adirondack chairs.
So you could, by the way, you considered where you were to be the Western New York?
I guess Western New York.
Look at a let's get a map of New York.
You put up
Because
Adirondack chairs.
I don't think.
We all know what they are. We just said.
I don't think you realize what a big state New York is. And point to where you were.
Okay.
And these people, they just leave their car for you? I mean, this story sells drugs. It does everything about it.
All right, so this is where I was. Like, oh, wow, yeah, it wasn't even that west. I thought it was way west, but it's not even Syracuse.
It's not even central.
But that's where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, we're right there.
Yeah. Well, compared to what you,
That's an hour.
Now,
drive.
go back and look at the whole New York.
Oh, yeah, ain't Western New York.
And then this is where I go for Jamestown. Look, and that's Western New York.
Oh, shit.
And that's where the National Comedy Cellar is. And that's a fucking haul from here.
Wow.
That's where Buffalo is?
Yeah, Buffalo is way up there.
I'm so confused.
And then, look, Rochester considers themselves close to Buffalo, but look how fucking far
know,
that is.
That's another fucking 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking
I was
about.
supposed to visit my family in the Finger Lakes, so I won't be able to start. I'll be in the Finger Lakes when I get a chance. Anybody, whether you can name the television show, an actor. Very, very famous television show. And this is when they were looking to replace Steve Carell. And one of the people was Jim Carrey, who kept saying, I want to take this job, but I'm supposed to be in the Finger Lakes.
I forgot he showed up on there.
Stanley in Missouri.
Hey, Ron. The women's equal pay for the soccer thing. First off, let me clarify. I believe a woman deserves to get paid equally for any job, the same as a man. I do believe that 100%. What I'm not understanding, because I've seen so many different conflicting things, and I was hoping maybe you guys could clarify, is that the women's pay and the men's pay is based on total revenue for the men's World Cup compared to the women's World Cup, and that the women World Cup grossed like 73 million compared to the men grossing like 400 billion.
But here's what I would say to that. Then start selling the Women's World Cup, which is certainly bigger than the men's. The number one selling shirt Nike's had has been for this team.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Go out
and I agree.
Bring in the revenue.
I agree. They need to do whatever they can to up the revenue. But I mean, this year,
let's also play this game. There's not revenue sharing in men's sports at all. You pay people, you know what I mean, what they are worth. And I guess the only thing to do then, if the national teams won't do this, is for people to start supporting other women's sports besides that. Create something else that the women would do. But it's fucking horrendous because all you had to do is look at the numbers. The women outdrew the men last night. The men were playing against Mexico for that thing.
Right.
They got better numbers. Also, you don't see in other sports where you would line up other things to do besides your World Cup. Can you imagine?
No, that's
if
shit.
the NFL sign up stuff that took place during the championship series.
Right.
So you can't say that these women don't have, I don't know how it all works. I don't think about them to ever. But this was an incredibly big, giant thing. And to blow off them saying, hey, we deserve the same money is fucking kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because they're more popular right now.
Yeah.
I know, Earl, you're a soccer guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we do anything that's as big as this every 4 years?
No. I mean, you got to chase. They always say chase the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like what else? How many people I saw wearing the women's?
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
But also, these are the same people who are saying, oh, it should be about revenue sharing. Well, let's do that for the basketball players from fucking Duke. Let's do that for the football players in fucking Texas. They always will realign whatever they have to do to hold fucking young athletes down. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit with the NCAA, and it's bullshit with these women. Now, I'm not on it every day. You know what I mean? What do I care? I watch the sport that I want to watch. But the excitement level that these women brought up, I mean, we're all fucking cheering. We're all jumping up and down. Pay them.
Yeah.
All the other sports that we're cheering for and jumping up and down, they pay those fuckers.
Yeah.
Why can't they pay these people? So I'm going to back the athletes and say that they're the ones I pay attention to, not some fucking faceless organization.
Right.
Earl, did you watch the game yesterday?
I saw parts of the second half
Well-
where they just. It was a great game.
The other thing that these women are doing is bringing this sport to people all over the world. They're creating a sport.
Yeah.
I can only think of the fucking UFC is the only other people that I've saw that could just create this thing around themselves. But it is it's exciting. It's really, really fun, man. It's a really, really fun thing to get involved in.
My grandniece, she loves it. She's only 4, and she was going crazy. She was trying to make. She's falling in love with soccer.
I'm gonna probably try to hire a soccer coach for Juju.
I know. I think
Get her started early.
I mean, here's the thing that's pretty crazy about her. She's walking, she's running, and then the other day she was running and kicking a ball at the same time. And I feel like,
What are we waiting for?
she's gonna be a soccer player. Here she is. Here she is.
I take you less serious when you talk that way because I feel like
Oh, okay. Not so serious.
I just feel like you're doing a Billy Madison thing rather than working on the fact that maybe
Oh, yeah. You got your beauty.
maybe she has some interest that we can.
Very good at soccer, I think.
I don't know if she is at all. Now maybe she shouldn't cook. If that's, I mean, maybe she should cook instead.
That sounded a little sexist.
Well, this is something that Earl's been caught up in your new dating. Earl's name has come up as part of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation.
Wow.
Wait,
no.
wow. No.
I did not match with those girls.
It sounds like Chris set you up,
No.
and he should be.
No.
tried.
Earl, what the fuck are you doing on your time?
Earl, you did some dating over the break.
Yes, I did.
How many dates have you been on? How many different women have you been on dates with?
4.
Wow!
Ridiculous.
Not dating in 9 years.
Ridiculous.
That's huge.
Being on 9 dates. How are you feeling about
including
it?
3 in a row. I had 1 each the first 3 days.
You're
of
the
game.
Bachelor.
Oh my
It's
god.
nonstop.
Okay, good idea. Who got the rose? That's
Yeah.
what I'm interested.
Do you hand out black roses?
Cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Where did you take all the ladies?
One was a coffee date that Chris set up. And good job, Chris. Excellent call.
Yeah,
Really?
I
She was
know.
nice?
I know.
What? I'm giving you a compliment.
Did it
He
end
doesn't
with a
take
little?
compliments well.
No, the first one went. It was great. She was really cool, but there was no real spark there.
Were you rusty, perhaps? Was it you?
Perhaps, yes.
Yeah, that's a
I would
good
think
point.
so.
It has-
You must have been feeling some pressure, right?
Oh, a lot of it, and I just tried to just zone it out and just be in the moment.
Do we have the Earl pictures? There's 3 different ones that.
They might have went up on stories, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
if they're still around.
Right.
But
So that was the first date. You said it was a pleasant night.
Pleasant night.
But not.
No.
What did she do for a living?
I think she works in an office, and she was the comic. She was like the.
Yeah, she works in an office. I know more than you do.
Well, you said the same thing as him, so
Yeah.
it's not more. Go ahead, Earl.
And
Jealous.
the second one was amazing. It was spent.
If you hit that one at the top.
Really?
Now, what did this young lady do?
She is a social worker / guidance counselor.
Ooh, perfect for you.
And,
Social worker.
And we had a kind of a wine thing in the West Village. It was very,
Did you drink wine with
Yes,
her?
I did. I had a glass
Oh, look at Wine's Day over here.
of Nurse the
Weinstein.
He looks out.
Now, you went there. You met her. You said.
we met up there
Now-
because she's a single mom. She was with her daughter and she was coming back from Governor's Island.
Oh, nice, Earl. Now, was that one as nerve-wracking for you as the
Not
first?
at all. Not.
Did
in-
you busted your cherry? So you went down, you sat down, you had some wine. Do you have some cheese or?
Nothing. We were going to actually. That one lasted the longest.
Yeah.
That was like we almost practically closed the place.
Holy shit! How many
And-
glasses of wine?
I think 2. We each had 2.
Wow.
Now-
Earl.
There's one picture of Earl. Is there any more?
Yes,
Chris?
there's 2 more.
All right, so, and one more. All right, do you know what people keep bringing up?
I don't know.
Because they're not used to seeing Earl without a hat.
Okay.
No one can find Earl's ears in these straight-on pictures of a bald man.
Yeah, I got potato chip ears. Yeah, I got little small ears.
And I never,
you know what?
all
I
these
used to get
years,
teased about it all the time.
and they would call you potato chip ears.
Yeah, because they were like they're really small. You can,
They're
But when
small,
you-
but they're also pinned to the head very
Yeah.
tightly.
They don't
You know?
pop.
Well,
out
his parents had that done. They had his ears pinned back. But now do you think when you're sitting there with this girl and you're enjoying wine, you're like, is she looking at my ears?
No.
She is.
At one point
And getting
during
hungry for a snack.
At one point during the second date, Chris is texting me. So how's it going? How's it doing?
wanna
and
know
I,
how
and I
it's
turned the phone off
Good.
because I didn't want any distractions. I just wanted
Smart.
to be.
Yeah, that's the way you
And,
do
but
it.
I just kept seeing. I had to watch, and I just kept seeing these text messages
You
on
know
the
that's
watch.
why Chris lost his job with NASA? Still in space. It's a weird up there. You in the spacewalk later.
Can you breathe?
All right, so what were you guys talking about for
Just about everything. Just about each other.
hopes, dreams?
A lot of New York stuff. Just growing up here because I think we're both from here. And
Do we get a picture of this one?
Yes.
So we won't even go back to the first
Yes.
thing, right? I mean, why bother?
Breaks my heart.
I know, because I remember who that was, and visually, I really liked the first one. But, okay, what else?
Here's
So this is second date that went extremely well.
very well.
She's very, very sexy, and
Cool.
I guess jungle fever. Lives in the West Village, high school social worker. have a huge appetite for life, which you don't, Earl.
You have zero appetite.
You're full.
Looking for somebody empathetic. Yes, you are. Smart.
Something.
Adventurous.
No.
And funny. You do funny things.
Yeah, we laugh with you.
All the time.
Wow.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
What is she doing? Karaoke here?
She looks like she's
Oh,
in
that's fun. Did
karaoke.
you guys do karaoke that night?
No karaoke. Like the night would have gone on, but she was leaving with her kids to go to the Berkshires
Oh,
for the 4th of July.
She probably.
For the 4th of July weekend.
yeah. Well, James Taylor is playing there, so why not? You know what I mean?
Get out of the city.
I mean, I can't tell you the amount of people who go to see James Taylor.
Sounds great.
And when they hear the term Berkshires, they fucking go crazy.
I think she's very cool.
Yeah, I like her.
Great hair, too. I like
Yeah.
a girl with good hair.
She like music, girl?
Loves it. Like huge Leonard Cohen fan. And,
Oh.
Okay.
and that's kind of the setup for date number 2.
You're taking her out to see Dead Leonard Cohen.
Oh,
No, that movie.
The movie.
Marianne.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, my God. That's
That's
great.
Where are you guys meeting? At the theater?
I gotta shoot her a text later.
But do you have the theater lined up?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite theaters in the city.
Write it down for me.
Yeah, write it down.
Have you
I know you
sexted
don't
with
want
anyone
people
yet?
showing up.
No.
with you.
You don't need it.
Dude, let her know about your dick.
Wall yelling.
Later, do you have one?
Dude, you're going to make out in the fucking movie like a teenager?
Oh, do it, man.
They're talking about shutting down the Paris.
Wow.
Dude, I could hang myself. It's the last
Yeah.
single screen thing in the city. And this fucking city, Earl, you know it more than
Yeah.
anybody. They're trying to kill it.
They're trying to kill it.
Thanks,
They really are.
fucking millennials.
Yeah.
We blew
Wait,
it.
what?
No, it's true.
Yeah, because you're all about, can we spend more money for coffee?
Yeah, I want coffee. Avocado
Could you tell me
toast.
could you tell me where toast comes from instead of just putting it on my plate?
I wanted artisanal or bust.
I'm not gonna lie. I ended up at a diner that was like a very ended up being like a very hipster diner. I didn't intend to go there, and immediately I was just like, "This is delightful."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Upstate needs more of this." And I was like, "Oh, I'm the problem." But it was so fucking great, and they had a smoker in the back, and were like smoking their own bacon, and it was just so fucking cool. They had like beehives, and they were like using.
It was
honey.
smoker in the back and liquor in the front. You know what I'm saying, everybody? Now, here's the thing. While you were enjoying all that, did it bother you that your daughter was putting butter and pickle in her hair?
It was bothering me a little, but I did just take pictures instead of stopping her. But I think it did create a stylish look.
Yeah. Well, I sent that picture to my sisters, and we all laughed.
I'm going to show Earl because he enjoys Juju.
Yeah.
This is
The Earl Douglas trading cards are out
Perfect.
with all of that.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
that's butter and pickle.
Instagram highlights, if you like to see these, are all
I
pics,
would.
and maybe one day. So far, this is the leader, even though you're going on with the dating, which I really admire, Earl. No sense in stopping. So you're meeting her. Did she know about the movie or you?
We both did because we were just talking about it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I got to see this movie," and I'm like, "I really want
I want
to
to see this movie too. I think it's called Marianne, right?
It's called, I think, Marianne and Leonard,
True Love Boys.
Words of Love. And we just were like,
Very romantic.
It was just things were just clicking that night.
I like it. So
love
this is
it.
like
Wow.
this one far above every other date, you would say?
Well, let's
Yeah.
go to date 3 first.
Date 3. Date 3 was with the lovely Christine. We met up at the Pier 1 Cafe on the Upper West Side.
Ooh, you're loving this, right? You're
I'm
enjoying the dating.
Having a blast.
I
Absolute
don't know
blast.
why people won't just say going out on a bad date could be very fun.
It can be
Oh,
fun.
hell
It
yeah.
doesn't have to be
Story.
great. All right, let me take a look at the lovely Christine, Chris. And nudes would help. Oh,
Send
guys.
nudes.
Holy shit,
Nudes are
this is another
GTFO.
attractive one.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, Earl, that's interesting about you is you are finally starting to date age appropriate, which has never been a thing for you. You would always date him a little younger, but you're open to dating same age or even older.
I mean, now I'm at this stage now. Like the rules are there, no rules.
Good for you. That should have been it.
I like that.
But, I mean, the only kind of line I'm drawing is like really super young. I'm not going to be the.
Yeah. You're not going to go back to your Jeffrey Epstein.
No, I'm not.
Put
Jeffrey.
that behind you.
No, not at all.
Now, here's the thing. The rules are there, no rules. That's why I opened up my own meth lab.
Oh, cool.
And I'm finally feeling myself. I'm making it blue. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah.
You know why, right? Tying it in. Products. That's not better than any other meth.
Yeah.
But when I make it blue, people feel like they're on Breaking Bad. All right, so you met her where?
Pier 1 Cafe.
You guys were smoking joints? What were you doing?
Hell yeah, get high.
No, we just
Now,
had.
Pier 1 is the same thing as the...
Imports?
Yeah.
No, it's just a different. I guess it's a different name, but it's like
Well, let's
all the
take
way
a
on the
look
west
at this
side.
place, yeah. Oh, okay. That is a little yuppie-ish.
It's a little corporate.
Okay. Was she into
That's
that?
just a terrible picture. There's just a picture here of just a shadow of an umbrella. The fuck all
That's
that?
fucking
Shows you where the
Vito's
light-
neighborhood.
I
You
know.
don't know how fucking bad it is. It's Vito's neighborhood.
I know where this is. It's right next to the basketball courts under the overpass.
What
You guys
happened? though?
do a pickup game? Or?
And hung out for a couple hours, just talked. But again, there was no real.
You
I
didn't
felt-
get that same buzz you had with Mary
Not
Ann.
at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not with Rachel. No.
How long did it last?
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Still a
not
good
good.
amount of time.
Look,
Not good.
not good is good though.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the thing.
Yeah.
I know.
You're the fucking one. You're the catch. You're the one they all want. And you know what? You're being smart about this, Earl. You're fucking slow playing everybody. You're being a nice person.
You know what the other thing is, too? Date 3 shows what you appreciate about date 2.
Yes.
If date 2 was your first and only date, you know what I mean? You would be like, oh, I'm not sure. Should I rush into this?
And-
Now you're going on lots of dates. You're valuing how good date 2 was.
And you're also, and this is so smart, you're realizing this, for a lot of these people, it's their first date with a black man. You know, give them time to feel them way through. you
So
know?
looking at date number 3
Yeah,
from her
are
pictures,
are
not
you
for
wearing
her.
shirts to these dates? Or?
No, for all of them, it was hot as hell, and I still wore it.
Yeah. Smart.
Jesus, Earl.
All right, so date 3, pleasant.
Pleasant.
Wouldn't go back to it. Date 1, pleasant. Wouldn't go back to it.
Yeah.
There's no second dates. Did you guys leave it that way? Do you say to each other, "Look, I don't see this going any further, but it was nice to meet you."
It was nice. It was just a nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I didn't really kind
No
of
kiss.
No kiss. No.
You kiss second date, the second night date.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
God, I
Not
was
a-
not expecting
Not
that.
nothing.
No Frenching.
No Frenching, but
No
just
tongue?
no.
Did you
tongue.
kiss on the lips?
No.
Just kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
He's
Friendly
classy,
I
guys.
guess.
Look, you two are sex addicts, Chris.
That's true.
Yeah. Vito is not
I got
even
excited
involved.
because I thought you meant a genital kiss.
All right. So now we're going to lady number 4. And what's her first name?
Kate.
All right, let's take a look at Kate.
Miss Kate.
Man, this is exciting with her all
Middleton?
dating.
I mean, this is really thrilling.
Now this, she actually, I'm sure this looks like it's dyed silver hair.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like that.
Let me see some more pictures of her.
She's got a cool style.
Well, there she is, friends with an African.
Oh, Earl,
that's
that's good.
She likes to take a walk in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Who doesn't?
Basic.
I mean, what do you? You're coming up with stuff that who wouldn't enjoy that?
I like wine and pizza.
I like water when I'm thirsty. I kind of think it's the stuff of life.
All right, now you and Kate, how'd you get along?
Yeah, we met up at Brooklyn Bridge Park. And
course
we,
you did.
Obsessed.
I mean, and
I'm actually thinking she has a sickness at this point.
Does she live there? Is she
she
homeless?
she lives not far from the park. You know.
What'd you do? Swing in on a vine? What the fuck is wrong with her? I think she's homeless.
Oh my
Look,
Is she
by the way,
collecting cans?
look at Vito. Can't believe he's so far out of things
I
these
know,
days.
Vito. Like,
First-
I wanted this for you.
First, his
going
fucking
next.
podcast got upstaged,
Bro, watch.
and now after Vito did all this work on himself, Earl's suddenly the fucking hot Romeo.
I'm
in
not
town.
kidding. I'm like, you're going to do this next.
No, I don't know when I'm going to date. I said by the end of the year, we'll
No.
see.
No, can I
Vito-
just say
We've had
something?
summer.
Earl's slinging cock.
He's got yeah, and that's the problem. Vito, we're not going to be comparing to himself. We're going to be comparing to Earl.
Yeah, that's
And-
true.
Yeah, it won't be the same thing.
Not at all. Man, Earl got a date in 2 days after 9 years.
Yeah.
And then another fucking 4.
And the fact that Bro Watch is overshadowing you right now.
Bro Watch is a maniac screaming for 20 minutes, and he doesn't even watch the show.
It's a
By
tight
the way, I get to see the numbers, Vito. That's all I'm saying.
Bro Watch is a
Get to see the
movement.
numbers.
People love it. People tell me they love the dirty laundry segment a lot. They can't get enough.
We're going to talk about Bro Watch first.
Okay,
Let me get
sorry.
into this with Earl. This is Earl's time. Earl,
Yeah.
how did this date go?
Pretty freaking epic. It was fantastic.
Epic.
Epic.
What? Do you
We just
finger pop?
not but it was just a summer day out. We were hanging out
Holy shit, I love this, Earl.
This is
overlooking the water.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything to her. She's there every
Brooklyn
day.
Park?
It's her home. She's in a shanty town there.
So what did you guys were just walking around in the heat?
No, we we found some shade, hung out for
More ways than one, right?
Yeah.
and then then we had some food. We went to David Burke's for food because they have the timeout
year
market.
is
The timeout market that's brand new apparently, and we hung out there. We just had a great night out. Just getting.
How long
into
did this one last?
We met up at 5. It ended around 10.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
5-hour first date.
Well, when you're homeless, you have to kill a lot of time.
Yeah, it's true.
Homeless.
Was she Woodrow?
Now, Earl, I'll just say, and you don't have to pick yet. If you had to pick between Bachelor number 2 and Bachelor number 4, one you date, the other you have to kill.
Yeah, you murder them.
I mean, I wanna put-
but you would be culpable for this.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
care.
matter.
I don't care at this point.
Nobody at this, no one in this city cares about another dead prostitute. Earl, I'm so fucking proud of you. But again,
Pick.
this could move on from here. Okay, 2 and 4. Who do you pick?
You have to make this.
It's that difficult for me. Like,
I really like them both.
what do you consider yourself polyamorous right now?
Ooh.
If I had that option, I would take it.
Or pansexual?
Oh,
man.
shit. You
What
want
about pansexual?
By
Do
the
you
way,
see yourself
you
as that?
do have that option.
Yeah.
For the next couple of months. You know what I mean? At some point, one of them is going to say you have to choose. You know?
Yeah, it's very doable.
And that one is going to be the dud of the group, and you know not to choose her.
Never be with a woman who says you have to make a choice. Never. So that'll be the thing. It's like whoever comes to you first and brings up something, that's the one who's trying to execute you. And we learned that from The Godfather. But that's great. You've met 2 great women when you haven't met one great woman in fucking 9 years.
Yeah,
You know why? You opened yourself up to it. You let this fucking guy, Chris Stanley, work his love machine.
opened your
He's the
world.
modern day Hitch.
Thank you.
He's the modern day Hitch.
White as sin, Hitch. There's another woman, a beautiful woman that just contacted her. Oh,
All right, let's take a look at this bitch.
Younger?
Here's the problem. They keep finding bodies. They're going to trace it back to her. Holy shit.
She contacted him. It's Bumble.
Look at this fucking rack on her.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, this is shocking. Yet another one. I mean, Earl's just fucking.
Wow. Very cute.
Dude, you know who I thought when I just saw her face, I'm like, why is Nikki Glazer trying to go out with Earl?
Very true. Very accurate.
She's pretty, man. She's pretty.
She enjoys traveling.
Would you want to go out, have a Glazer date?
You want to have Glazer? Is that it?
Glazed donut.
My attitude now is I'm just going to keep swinging. Just
Good for you, swinging dick.
Yeah.
Man, Earl.
Just
love it.
I like options, and this is
And
fantastic.
you thought
So
that you weren't going to like this at all. You thought the idea of online dating was a nightmare.
I can't lie. I thought it was going to be just a nightmare, but I doubted Chris. And Chris, I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Let's call him Hitch.
Hitch.
You know he's got a sick mother in Red Bank.
Yeah,
maybe you could send her some flowers.
Oh, I couldn't get down there to see her. She was just distraught.
Just because of the heat?
Yeah, the heat.
This heat is keeping me from my...
Yeah. I used to thank you, Earl.
I said thank. I just said thank
come on.
you, Chris.
He gave you plenty of compliments.
He was nice.
He was very
And
nice.
Chris, you're doing a
Hitch.
great fucking job with that. You're doing a great job with Bro Watch too, man.
Thank
that
you.
fucking show.
It's hot.
You can go to the iBang to get the link.
Yeah.
And Chris Stanley and he does it without leaning on guests. He does it without leaning on anything. Just he himself.
Just me, Ron.
And the insight seems to be tremendous.
Oh yeah. I mean, I study every dimension of the game.
This happened because Vito pushed you off the show that you helped create.
Yeah, it was Big Brothers, the show that I had a doctor's appointment, so I couldn't record the first
I didn't
pre-show.
fucking push him off. He didn't show up to something because he had a dinner to go to, and I recorded an episode without him. And he never put any fucking effort into when we did it together.
Can I tell you something, Vito? I was in a band. I don't even like to talk about it a lot. They pushed me out of the band, and look what happened in my career.
What was the band?
Collective Soul. And what's happened to them since I left? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
And I think my logo is better than Vito's too.
I took that picture. I fucking took that picture.
Yeah, you did.
I like it because it's your vacation hat.
And it's like a kissy face on it. Like, it shows
You
about love.
really look like you should be playing trumpet with New Orleans Jazz Band.
I mean, it's
That
just
low angle.
But here, now, let's just talk about the positives here.
Yeah.
I don't think that you were ever going to be a good partner for fucking Vito because you don't interact well.
I don't.
I know
You never gave him much.
I was shocked to see that your friend Chris has got a new podcast going on.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think it's Subway something.
Oh, he's on. Yeah, he's sometimes on Subway Creatures. which
Yeah,
is another
Subway
show.
Creatures. And that's a show that already moved past high society.
That quickly, huh?
But now, in this way,
Yeah.
you're done with all that, and you're Bro Watch by yourself.
Yeah, just me, Ron.
Well, let's think about the things he's done best. It's like smoking with Chris, just a nutcase alone.
Right.
And he couldn't get involved. Do you remember anytime he would have a guest on Smoking with Chris? And
terrible.
he would actually physically be pushing them out, sometimes with his own gut. He seemed to push them out of the shot. But he was hitting his stride when he was a man alone.
Yeah.
You are
Now-
a lone wolf if I've ever seen one.
I know you don't Periscope anymore, but
No.
would you consider a drunk kind of a live Instagram Bro Watch that you do one night?
I could do a live Bro
Yeah.
Watch. Yeah, that's easy, Ron.
Are
Because
there enough Big Brother fans as there were smoking fans? I mean, that was the
believe
thing.
so. Because look, I think a lot of people.
Everyone loves smoking.
This is a podcast that even if you know nothing about Big Brother, you're going to want to listen to.
That's true.
Because it's 20 minutes. That's it.
Seems to be really the point he's hitting.
I could even cut it a little closer if you like. Chris.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
There's a segment called What's Going On where he just says what's not happening in the house, what's happening in the news, which I've just seen the news
Right.
that day.
Although this is
That to me was a shock. That segment was very strange.
what's going on outside the Big
and just
Brother
like
house.
just think about the fact that they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just hits a couple topics.
Yeah.
Now you watch ESPN. They don't talk about the news that took place during the game that had nothing to do with the game.
Can you believe none of the players were able to read this Trump
Yeah.
tweet?
Look, I can't. Like, I'm coming at it a whole different angle. all
Yeah,
right?
you are.
This is meta. It's meta, and it has a great theme song too. This show's got
A
everything.
little lengthy, but it is a
Now,
good
here's the thing.
theme song.
There's a new Earl in town, right?
Yeah.
There's a new Chris in town.
Bro watching.
But Vito's the one who's worked on changing his look and everything, and yet no one seems more stagnant than him right now.
Well, the weird thing is, every time I see him, he looks like he's transformed in a new way.
He's so
and
thin.
the bod is getting better and better.
yeah.
I mean,
Even
I
I
don't
can admit
know.
that.
Here, stand up. I can't
need
see you
to-
over there.
Show the guns. I've been noticing the guns now.
He's swole.
Yeah, he's got some guns.
I'm still working out. I still want to get to a better place. And I got
You're
color.
perfection.
You're hot, man.
I got color for the first time. I've never
Where do
been
you wanna go,
tan.
Denver? What's going on with you, man?
Do you want people to tell you that you're fuckable?
No, that's not it.
We'll all tell you.
I just want to be in good shape. I'm trying to get to a point where I'd be happy with getting the extra skin surgery that's
Oh,
on.
my God.
no, Vito.
Vito, you're going to gain that weight back. And
Yeah,
then that's
no.
going to... And
Then
then
you're going to burst through that new skin.
No,
it's gonna be
stitches are gonna pop.
terrible.
That's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting until it's been a year and a half since I started losing weight.
No, that's not enough time, dude. With
here's-
age, I'm telling you,
I'm
you're
telling-
going to go
yeah.
back.
I'm telling you something right now. The only way you need to lose is when you get rid of that cock and balls and become a straight Caitlyn Jenner.
Is that what you want?
He does want that. We all get it.
I'm not transitioning. I just like my hair long and sometimes have a clean shaven face, and now I like to
Hey,
tan.
don't step on my lap.
Earl's
dying,
He's
man. Let that
loving
fucking
it.
happen.
He's feeling
Can you
on
get
top
more
of the
light?
world.
I can't see through this shitty
I hate
fucking
it.
thing.
Is there any way?
Every fucking show is complaining about this.
Yes, everyone's
And I've
angry.
never worked at a place in radio where they would come in and make changes in the fucking... Even when I went down for a little while and worked at JFK, their equipment was so old and shitty, but everyone was like, no, it's a jinx to fucking change it. I mean, they're using carts like it's fucking 1927.
Wow. That's a little better with the light, but it's still
So we'll let
not
everyone
hard to. I heard a rumor. People were talking in the hallway saying that they were supposed to take this off of the in between the booth and the studios. This crazy
Because we can't
pattern.
see
because,
the people
Yeah,
we
but
work
you can't
with.
it
make eye
didn't.
contact.
I mean,
didn't get done.
Why has Vito lost weight if we can't fucking... when you
the
said
point?
Vito looked even better, I had no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Now, Earl, there's some dating tips. People are going to ask you for dating tips.
Good idea.
Pete in New York. Pete.
What's up, Benningtons?
Hey, man.
First time, long time. Question for Earl. Earl, on your day 2 and 4, did you go home and polish the helmet after you were done?
Now, did you have to go home and run a quick batch after the excitement?
No, I did not.
You still haven't masturbated
So
in 9 years
No, I
either.
have not.
I'm so worried about those rusty pipes. Really concerns me for your health.
What do you think's going to happen the first time she wraps her fucking toes around that cock of his, that unused cock?
It's going to explode.
Do you think so?
I think it's going to shoot jizz out.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be like dust. Like that.
Yeah. All he has is dust in his balls. Now, Earl,
Yeah.
would you get rid of the nuisance batch before you went out on a date so you don't fucking come too fast?
Seems smart.
Because you're going to be with these age-appropriate women, and they're not going to want to be a fucking wham bam thank you man.
You have to. Look, when I was on Tinder dates, sometimes when I didn't know what was going to happen beforehand, but then I knew it was going somewhere good, I would go to the bathroom in the bar and jack off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In the bar?
Yeah.
That's so
No.
In or on?
Would you be in a? Would you be in a?
He's sharp now that he's dating.
Would you be in a stall or right there at the urinal?
I would try to go for a stall, but sometimes I would go to the urinal and massage myself to completion. I wouldn't be jacking into the fuck. I didn't want someone to walk into me jacking. That's I get arrested.
These are great tips for the.
By the way, Earl is really disgusted by masturbation. He's just
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
No,
and
just
then
that visual.
What, me jerking off into a urinal?
And a
I enjoyed it.
Well, Earl told me one time that when he masturbates, he also fingers his asshole. I hope I'm not giving away too much
Is that
insight
too
now.
personal?
I wish you hadn't said
All
that.
right.
Well,
you
you
know
have to-
what? I'm an open book. That's my problem.
You're gonna have to make sure these ladies are down with that too, Earl.
Earl, get some Blue Chew, dude.
Now, this is the thing right now. Before I did this show today, I did Lisa Lampanelli's new podcast that she's doing. She no longer does stand-up and only does life coaching.
Wow.
Only
Yeah.
doing life coaching now. And I believe she says she's no longer the queen of mean. She's the queen of meaning.
Oh,
All right. So
heavy.
there's a lot going on. There's a lot of changes taking place in the universe. And I told her a story I never told before about a time that I'd been hypnotized and went through a rebirthing ceremony.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know that you had that experience, but
Yeah.
I've never heard you share it before.
Do you even know all the details?
I don't think I know all of the details, but I believe that you felt the course of a lifetime, like a different lifetime.
It's all coming up in Lisa Lampanelli's new show. She created such a safe place that I opened up, and I'm like, why can't Chris and Gail set up a safe place like this for me?
I mean, we always try to make you feel safe.
I'm not good with
You
people.
know what? You make me feel like I don't fit in.
You know what the problem is? When we're trying to make you feel safe, Chris is always massaging your shoulders, and I feel like that's actually making you more tense.
Because I know where it's going. I know where Epstein's going with his fucking pleasure.
I want you to feel
What's
good.
wrong with your hair, Chris?
What do you mean? What?
I mean,
What?
what is wrong with your hair right
I
now?
don't know what it looks like. I'll take
It's
a look.
It looks like a
No.
toupee.
can't take that. Now, the funny thing is, a minute ago, I was going to say his hair looks so curly, but that is all fallen. I think it's being underneath that
lamp.
It's killing Madhu.
Oh my God!
I just sent it to everyone. I look crazy.
Oh my God!
Coming up in a few moments, Bonnie McFarlane is going to be here.
Ow!
What's Bonnie promoting?
Oh, she's going to be on the Nasty Show at JFL.
That's gigantic,
cool.
man. That's gigantic.
It's hosted by Bobby Lee, and also on the show, Big J. Okerson, Andrew Schultz, Jesse May Peluso, and comedian CP Chris Powell. That's hahaha.com for tickets. That's July 17th through 27th. She'll be on the Nasty Show.
Wow, that's a long gig, huh?
And then, and Would You Bang Him? Hosted by Bonnie and Rich Voss, happening Friday, July 26th at midnight at the Mainline Theater. Again, hahaha.com for tickets.
Man, they keep hanging with that Would You Bang Them show. That's really doing well for them. Good. You judged on it once.
I did, yeah.
Never got invited back.
No, the problem I think is I said I would bang everyone, and I think that
You're supposed to make them feel bad about themselves.
Yeah, but I made them feel so good.
All right. Now, Vito, what is keeping you from dating right now? Your extra skin?
Well, that's one. I am terrified for somebody
like
to see me without
now,
a shirt
by the
on.
way, we have him under a weird yellow light there.
Yeah.
I'm terrified for somebody to see me without my shirt on because
God.
it's a disaster. It's a disaster under here.
Okay, but here's the thing: when you were fat, did you worry about taking your shirt off?
No, I mean I was just pretty fat, and I just accepted it at that point. But now it's a weird thing because it looks like one thing, and then when the clothes come off, it's a whole different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on the Instagram of how difficult it is to see fucking Vito in this day and age that we live in. These modern times of foggy fucking things. Now, are we able to mention our next unmask? Because I know it's a Bonnie McFarlane friend.
We are able to mention it, and ticketing will start tomorrow, but we are able to mention it.
That's so stupid, Chris.
I know it is.
How come things would work better before people improved them? Like this fucking window.
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
It's making things more difficult.
All right, I want you to send out a telegram to Jack Vaughn.
Okay.
Jack, stop trying to kill us.
We want to live, maybe?
We should be on the same. Look at this fucking idiot. He doesn't even get pictures of his hair in his hair pictures. He cuts off the top of his head.
God damn it. Here, Earl, come take a picture of me.
Dude, it's gone and passed.
Okay.
All right? It happened.
It's over.
Done.
I mean, we're not even.
This looks like a
enjoying it
fucking
anymore.
bubblegum card.
Oh my God.
Chris, you ever want just mustache, nothing else?
No, I look like a pedophile. Some people
Well,
can
your
pull
last
off,
name is Epstein.
but it's not. It's Stanley.
Oh, I thought that was your middle name.
No, it's William.
Weird.
No, I look too creepy.
3 first names?
All I could bring up about this Jeffrey Epstein is why did he come back? You were out of the fucking country.
Yeah.
They're already keeping the other pedophile over there, the fucking
Polanski.
Roman Polanski. Why don't you just fucking move in next to him? You got $1 billion.
Yeah.
You fucking care whether you can come back to New York or
Weird,
not?
yeah.
And by the way, I mean, this is the only thing that's knocked Trump out of the news for the last year and a half. It's on all the local news things. I mean, national news. But one of the reasons is they're trying to fucking link Trump and Bill Clinton in with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they said Clinton, I think, used the private plane a lot, or he flew around with
Clinton's a fucking creep.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And now who else is caught up? They also said that this guy was friend. Well, you know what? We should get into this with Bonnie. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems like one of her things. Hey, why don't you plug the Creep Store, Chris? Well, since you're plugging everything else in the world and everybody else is great, what about me and my gang?
The Creeps with Kids Store with Bobby Kelly, Rich Voss, Jim Florentine, and Ron Bennington is happening in October and November and kicking off at this year's JFL Festival in Montreal. Go to creepswithkidstour.com for all dates and tickets. That's creepswithkidstour.com.
I just saw him doing the Coco the gorilla thing. He was just fucking jumping up and down.
What are you doing?
What are you going to get? The kid to get a beverage?
No, I sent him to get something for you guys.
No, that was supposed to be here by 3, right?
Yes, it was. I got
Then-
distracted.
Drop it.
Okay.
Stop him, bring him back.
Okay.
Because we'll have guests here by then.
Yes.
So this is, and you know what? Let me just say this: I'm happy the way everything goes, and it's good, and we don't have to have perfection. As a matter of fact, when Lisa Lampanelli asked me what changes I'm trying to make, I said to her, and you'll be able to hear this, I'm trying to not act like I want the show to be as good as I want it to be, because not everybody feels that way. And she said that she and her brother go through the same exact thing.
Really?
That the people that she'll work with don't want something to be great. They want something to be okay. And okay is good, right? You're learning this from your dating, Earl.
From dating, I was just this. You gave me the greatest advice. You just said, let go. You know what I mean? And that's been the whole, that's been the fun part about this ride. I've just kind of
Doesn't matter, Earl. Doesn't matter. Whether we have a good show or not, doesn't matter. Whether we're plugging, whether we can fucking get the unmasked tickets out because it's Bonnie's friend, doesn't matter. These things up on the wall, they don't matter. What matters, everybody?
The moment we're in
Yes.
life.
Just have a shitty moment.
What?
And enjoy it. That's the way I mean, has everyone noticed that I've changed?
Yes.
Thanks for the big congratulations. I just get Vito, you and your fucking saggy back should get out there and enjoy life. I mean, Earl's black. What do you think his back looks like?
Yeah.
It's black. And these women don't care. They fucking love it.
They love his back and his front.
I'm going to be dating by the end of the year. I promise you. I said that in the beginning of the year.
None of us care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's the beauty of it.
We have an Earl.
When a guy, Earl got into your lane, all right, as the dating guy. That could have been yours. Chris is the Big Brother guy now. I watched this Big Brother show. You would win this season easily.
This is fucking terrible season. Everybody's dumb. There's two guys leading the pack that are stupid themselves, and everybody seems to follow them.
Why don't they care about getting good people on that show? Why don't they care about getting better people?
Because there's not enough good people in the country to do anything. You know what I mean? When you go to any fucking store, you're like, what's with these morons? Won't they hire better? This is the best that they can get. It's the best. Look at Congress. Those fucking people are idiots. Both sides of the aisle. They're complete morons. Aren't there better people? Guess not. Guess not. Look at The View on TV. It's hard to believe that these are the best, strongest women that we have.
Look at our soccer player. Oh, wait.
Look at the fucking Lakers. What happened to the Lakers and the Knicks, along with the Celtics? What are the fucking premier teams doing? I don't know who just walked by, but I think it was Nancy Walker, Rhoda's mom. I can't see through this.
It's hard to see through this very small, I think, new logo.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
It's just it's madness. It's madness.
That was the people from Entertainment Now.
Entertainment Now.
Formerly Entertainment Weekly.
What was the old channel called?
Entertainment Weekly.
But they do it now.
Now
instead.
it's Entertainment Now. That's just serious. Not the magazine Entertainment Weekly.
Maybe we should move over there and take over the entertainment game.
Oh,
if they
yeah.
would like us.
I think they could. But everyone has to take their shirts off
No, what? Perfect.
at the
Let's see
interview.
your back.
It's honestly, it's not my back. It's my chest has gotten developed and my tits have moved to loose bags of skin under my chest.
Why are you unbuttoning your shirt? Stop it.
What?
We don't wish to see this fucking thing.
I mean, you could have just explained. For somebody who's insecure, you were really ready to whip your tits
I'll
out.
show my friends. But my shirt back.